Welcome back to another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 25, where we are currently here in Season 3, the reigning World Series champions. We're definitely kind of scuffling around here. We have now entered June 30 and 29. We're just a game back in the division. It's a division that we have run away with here over the past couple of years. Definitely playing more 500 ball. We've been the highest scoring team in the division with the second best pitching staff as far as runs allowed. It's been a weird year. We're fourth in batting average. We are 10th in runs scored, first in doubles by one. Home runs, a little bit down, 13th in comparison to last year. You know, it's just been a weird year for us. Let's take a look at on base percentage. Still seventh in that. Slugging percentage, we're fourth. I mean, we've been very solid offensively, a little inconsistent. But ERA has been something that has hurt us. 16th in that measure. The pitching staff is starting to come around, though. But you're kind of going through a stretch where the offense has not been very good here. We lost 4 games in a row before splitting this series with Boston. I did have a commenter kind of hop on a video and say that maybe we need to take a look at an Adrian Ramirez. And I do think that would be a good idea. Warhammer guy, 59.95, kind of gave me that idea. And so what I think I want to do is play a little bit here. This is actually a good start for us because it's also throwing out our top prospect in Gary Valencia. So I think we may, throw an inning with him and just to kind of get a feel with how he's doing. But we want to take a look here at Adrian Ramirez. I don't think it'd be a terrible idea to, kind of maybe play him a little bit in right field, get some practice with that. But he is our first baseman. He's been a little inconsistent here so far. Kind of coming around here over the last 10 days. Got off to a semi-slow start. Has hit just 2 homers. We're seeing definitely some of his stats drop, which is not something that I love for sure. But a guy with really good plate vision, discipline, clutch at this point in time. The numbers are pretty good all across the board. I don't love the fact that he's lost -3 to his speed. Because while I think he'd be a fine defender in right field where he has a secondary position, the speed definitely hurts. He would certainly be better than Alec Burleson out there. But we're really looking at maybe a replacement for, we'll move Harry Ford up. We'll just take 3 at-bats here to start off. Maybe looking for a replacement for Luke Raley. I mean, I think the bullpen has been our biggest problem to this point. I think the starting rotation has been fine. Luke Raley has been okay in right field, but Burleson has hit, Crawford has hit, Rengifo has been inconsistent. I think that this offseason, it may not be a bad idea to give Cole Young, just infield flexibility so he can also play a little third base. I think that's semi-realistic. I don't know that the bat profile's there at all. I think he's more of being a plus defender. But Rengifo has not done a lot for us just in general this year. He's been solid enough defensively, of course, but nothing crazy. But even Cole Young, I mean, a 700 OPS is something you can play around with, but just a 237 average, he's just really had a hard time getting going as well.
Yeah.
I swing very late on there,
One
trying to
ball,
get used to
2 strikes.
the game. See, Cole Young's the 5th shortstop prospect in all of baseball. He's our number 8 prospect.
2-2.
Got one of the best classes in the entire sport, if not the best class, group of guys down to the minors. Got a pitch to hit there. But I think we could use an offensive boost for sure. Julio's been inconsistent. He's been largely very good, though. We get a strikeout there of Cole Young. But Rengifo has been a hole. Raley has at times been a hole. Raleigh's starting to come around. Even a guy like here in Harry Ford, who may have just gotten a double here, hit that one in the gap. Good swing there for him. Had a really good year last year in AAA. Has not been great this year. I do think he's a guy that could probably play the outfield for us next year. But you got to keep in mind, we got to see these guys develop. You know, that's what we want to see. And this is really the guy that we're going to kind of focus on. I do want to, you know, maybe get 10 at-bats in this episode with Adrian Ramirez, with the Carlos Gonzalez swing here. But yeah, I mean, the stats are in a really good spot attribute-wise.
Ball 2.
But you've got to, you know, I want to see the performance on the field. He was really good last year as an 18-year-old in AA, 19-year-old in AAA. We still got plenty of time we can develop him. He does not have a sky-high ceiling. I will say that. He's going to top out somewhere. I think he's got like 89 potential, 87 potential. So he's got room to grow, but you have to have this, you know, the stats to force that growth. That's been a very inconsistent thing with him. Dominic Canzone has had some big moments in the series. He's hitting 9 homers, but only hitting 209. We'll go ahead and we'll swing with him. We'll throw an inning with Gary Valencia, but I really want to focus on those top 3 hitters and then go from there. But I do want to throw an inning with Valencia. I think he's the best pitching prospect in all of baseball right now. He's listed a little bit lower than that just because of, you know, potential or whatever here and there. But I think Valencia is a guy that could be a starter for us as early as 2028. So next year, I mean, we're very likely to lose Logan Gilbert this year. We got some big boy decisions to make this offseason. And that's if we don't, you know, do we make a decision with Luis Castillo if things are not going great? I think this is a really big episode for this year and for how we're going to look and go about things. Canzone just missed that one. A little bit behind. That is 450 to center is a big shot out there. But, you know, I don't want the season to go to waste, but if it gives us an opportunity to use some young guys and let them develop, I think that's a good idea as well. As here is the LSU Tigers prospect, Gary Valencia, 2.22 ERA, 5-2. He is just outstanding. Doesn't strike out a lot of batters, but doesn't walk a whole lot either. He's not overpowering. See, the fastball can get up to 95, really lives more that 92, 93 range, though.
Too low.
But people don't hit him hard. He's got a good pitch mix, in my opinion. He throws strikes. That was hit hard. Ramirez cannot grab that one. Albuquerque going to start off with a hit here off of Valencia. Mustachioed pitcher out of Louisiana. We got a palm ball. This gives you a little bit different look. Very similar to the splitter.
1-2.
Just a little bit slower, which certainly can help. And I think with his off-speed stuff, I think the fastball, as you see right there, 95 down the middle, I do think will play up. So, not overly concerned. And I like the palm ball, splitter, two-seam combination, you know, to work against lefties. And you got the slider fastball. And, you know, still being able to pretty much use anything against righties. So, I really like everything that we kind of have when it comes to Valencia.
Runner, runner, runner!
See, he's now going to try to steal third, and he is all safe. Michael Arroyo over there at third base right now. Not having, at least the last I looked, not having a great year himself. See if Valencia can work out of trouble here. Good slider there. Arroyo is going to charge, going to throw that home, and we do get the runner out. Arroyo, excellent defender. Cole Young is a great defender. You hit it to the left side. Against this AAA team, you are got a pretty good chance at getting out. So the command's been a little spotty, but he hasn't been like over the strike zone a lot. So there's some positives with that. I do think 95 can kind of play. I want to say that that velocity is up just a tad. Good pitch there. Valencia is able to grab it. So not the cleanest of pitching innings, but we'll certainly take it. 3 up, or not 3 up, 3 down, but nobody scores. And we'll just kind of, we'll bounce around a little bit. I want to take a swing with a couple of these guys. Kind of pitch, see how Valencia does. I think we'll take a swing here with Michael Arroyo, who is absolutely mashed in this series, but has not so far this year here in AAA. The guy playing a little out of position like Rayleigh, is that affecting him? It's a base hit there. A lot of our top prospects on the offensive side, which is kind of a problem with MLB The Show in general, you just don't always get a ton of production. But a guy like Ramirez, that's a 78 overall with a lot of his attributes coming from the bat. Definitely want a little more with that. We're just going to try to steal here. Arroyo, just see how that 74 speed plays. Hits down. Arroyo is going to be able to slide in there and get the stolen base. Kind of wanted to see how that would play out. That's his 6th stolen base. I think Arroyo's got a chance at being a bench player. I just don't know that I would love him as a top of the lineup guy. Let's hit with the top of this order again. Struck out with Young, who's gotten 15 stolen bases, so showing off some wheels. Now he's got an opportunity here with 2 runners on. That's a pitch you need to hit there for sure. Good timing on it. The bat is just lagging for Cole Young. I think he's a major league defender right now. I don't think it would be like a Gold Glove level per se. But I do legitimately think that he could play shortstop for the major league team right now, and you would not be upset with that. We got J.P. Crawford for 1 more year. After this, I'm signing him to a 2-year deal. Really excited for Harry Ford. Hopefully he can turn it around, because I'd love to have him on the major league roster as early as next year. And I do think with Harry Ford, if I bring him up and he makes the team, like I plan on him being a player for us, an everyday guy that could play left field a little bit. So maybe, if Arozarena is going to be super expensive again, which he's very likely to be, he's having another great season, maybe we go that route. Because I do think we're going to have to do something with the pitching staff. Right now we're in line to lose Logan Gilbert and Luis Castilla. Got to make sure that we're leaving ourselves
1-2.
some options there in the rotations. I don't plan on having any kind of rebuild where I have Julio and Cal Raleigh being paid as superstars. And Raleigh is certainly off to a slow start in general, but he was outstanding for us last year. And I think he'll finish the season strong. Ramirez turned on that one. Ramirez already has good pop. 61-70. Contact power versus right-handers is awful solid. For a 19-year-old, as I swung at a terrible pitch there. But yeah, just got to have them produce. Would just like to really feel good as Valencia gives up the first run of the game here. Now he's getting into a little bit of trouble, back-to-back strikeouts. Now he gives up a 3-run homer, so Valencia having one of his worst outings now of the year. See how Valencia does this inning, then we'll probably take him out. Let's get back to the top of this order and swing around again, but now we've got to face a lefty, which is not great here for the Cole Young, Adrian Ramirez combo. Pitch right down the middle, change up. Young does have better contact against lefties than he does, at least in the clutch. Golly, that's on me. Those were 2 pitches to absolutely crush, and I just didn't swing at them. Harry Ford can't hit lefties. The contact and power versus lefties is something that can dramatically change, over the course of a year. Can be some gigantic swings in that production, one way or the other. Ford fouls that one away. Yeah, really just kind of want to take at least a game or 2 maybe down here and focus on these top 3 guys. I think maybe if we get a chance to throw with one of our relievers or whatever, maybe we do that as well. See if we can get Adrian Ramirez to hit a 625 OPS from a first baseman that we took 3rd overall. Not exactly what you love to see. You do not want to see the big regression.
Did he swing?
I looked at 2 pitches down the middle with Cole Young, and now I'm borderline swinging it. All kind of stuff out of the zone. Ramirez is a top 20 prospect in baseball. Again, just not the super high potential is hurting him there. Because he might be the highest overall player in the minor league system, period, in the minors. Turn on that one. That one should fall for a base hit, and it does. So we do get a hit with Ramirez. Not that he particularly hit it all that hard. At least good to see that he can do that. We'll just keep kind of Moving along here, we'll go ahead and take Valencia out. Is there one of these guys that we really want to throw with here? I don't know that we really have anybody in the bullpen. J.R. Peterson's a starting pitcher, Silva's starter. Okay. It doesn't really matter. We'll just kind of simulate through that inning. Walton. Let's take a swing with Lazaro Montez. Guy that's been pretty consistent down here. Don't talk about him a whole lot. He's not a high potential prospect at this point in time. I think could maybe be a bat. Solid defender, solid athlete. Stats though, a very low vision guy. That is a awful swing. That's on me.
3. You're out.
Yeah, just kind of wanted to hop in here and just play a little bit with some of these guys. We'll just go ahead and let Arroyo swing away. See if we can do something here with the top of this order back against a righty. I've had some ugly at-bats here with Cole Young. See if we can get something going here in the top of the 8th. Molina with a good two-seamer there. 1-2 count.
Ball 2.
Good take there. Did half hack at it, but doesn't count. Come on. Fouls that one away. I haven't played a full game in a minute, and I think that's kind of affected just how often I'm swinging at stuff. I've never in my entire life been a very patient hitter on these baseball games.
Point 3.
Oh, pulled the string on Cole Young there and got the strikeout. Bring up Harry Ford. 1 for 3 day. Nice swing on the double at least.
2.
That was an ugly swing on the slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I worry that Ford is going to be more of like a really useful backup catcher that can play a little outfield for us. But Harry Ford, a double and a home run. I do like his swing. I'm just worried about how the attributes would eventually play up. Does hit his 3rd homer of the day, so a really nice game for Harry Ford. Got something to mash, and that's exactly what he did. Really good day. Put together 2 good swings. More than we can say here for Cole Young and Ramirez. And now a lefty is going to come out. Jared Schuster, former Brave. Oh, come on. Swinging at everything. But yeah, we'll see how the Major League roster does today. But like if we go through a bad stretch, I think that trying to make some moves for the rest of the season, I don't think is really going to be that bad of an idea. We just had an 8-run 9th inning. Wow. I ended up getting the win there. We'll see what the Major League roster does. Obviously, a very good day for Ford. Ended up gaining another RBI there. But didn't get a whole lot out of Adrian Ramirez and Cole Young. I had plenty of bad swings with them, though, which is fine. Arroyo with a 2-hit day and an RBI plus a run score. So nice game for him as well. I've been really impressed with Arroyo in general. Jesse Winker breaks his hand. It appears to be out for 2 to 3 months. Put him on the 10-day, but that dramatically changes a lot. In the game, we won 17-4. The offense goes ballistic. Home runs from Bliss, Raleigh, Rosenrainer, Rengifo, Rayleigh, and Burleson hit 2. And we got a decent enough start out of Brian Wu. But an injury to Jesse Winker. That certainly changes things here. All right, well, what do we want to do here? Is it Ramirez time? Have him come up and just DH. I mean, I don't want Locklear or Shinton up because this is coming up. This is a really, really big opportunity. I don't really feel like bringing up the bat for Cole Young or certainly Arroyo is going to help. Williamson, the bat is just not there. I mean, it's going to be Adrian Ramirez. This is exactly who it is going to be. This is a huge loss for us. I mean, Winker in 58 games, producing 847 OPS, 18 doubles, 2 triples, 9 homers, a lot of walks. Been worth a win as just a DH. I just don't think there's just not another guy. There's just not. So, we came to this episode wanting to take a look at Adrian Ramirez. And stats are not great down in AAA. We're moving him up to the big league roster. Wow. Yeah. We're going to slide Ramirez in. I think at first base, have Burleson just be the DH. I mean, Ramirez is a dramatically better defender than him. So I think we do that. So we're going to now have to kind of figure some things out. We're obviously going to move him a little bit down the lineup. Maybe have him hit behind Rengifo. I was Rayleigh hitting just specifically against righties. Do I get that stat on here? I do not. No, that's a big problem for Rayleigh. Man, this episode just really changed with at least what I was thinking. Average versus righties here. So Rayleigh's still hitting 265 against righties. He's just not hitting lefties at all. We're going to move Rayleigh down to 8th. Or Ramirez, down to 8 there. We'll have him hitting above. You know what? We'll move Ramirez down to 9th against lefties, at least momentarily. That way I can move Rengifo down to kind of break up that lefty sandwich right there in the middle of that. All right. Well, was not what I was expecting to do, but let's do a little player lock action here. I guess let's set the stage here just a little bit. So when you look at the top prospects in baseball, right now we have number 2 and number 3. Jason Farley is a long way away. But we have Valencia as the number 2 prospect in all of baseball. Then you slide down here and Ramirez, number 17. You look at things by position. He is the 3rd best first base prospect in all of baseball, and to me, he's better than the guys ahead of him because of how much closer he already is to being truly major league ready here. The first draft pick of the series, and he is going to get a chance here against the Cincinnati Reds. Not nearly as early as what I was expecting. I came to the episode with zero expectations of making this move, but we are now going to see a couple of at-bats with Adrian Ramirez. We don't really have any other choice other than calling him up. He is going to get his opportunity here. See if he can produce. See, here's our number 3 prospect, 60 future value, which makes me kind of confused as to why Farley would be above him with a 45. But we got 2, to me, truly standout prospects. I think Matos is going to be close. I think Flowers is going to be close. I think Giordano is going to be good. I think Henderson is going to be a great closer. But I think our farm system right now is essentially Gary Valencia and Adrian Ramirez at the top of it. And it is a pretty tough matchup here for Ramirez in his first games. It's going to be against Rhett Lauder, 3.56 ERA. We're gotten off to a 2-2 start here. Crawford at a home run, Rengifo with a sac fly. There's nobody on top of the second 0-0 count. And the first pitch Ramirez sees as a fastball low. Now Louder doesn't throw overly hard. Can get up to 96, but got some good movement on his stuff. Got a way to change speed, Ramirez. Got a pitch to hit there. Pull it to the right. Ramirez should not strike out a ton. And Ramirez, no way. First at bat, first career home run. Adrian Ramirez. What a moment in the series. His first major league at bat. And crushes the Rhett Lauder fastball down the middle. And absolutely pulverizes that one. And the party has officially started with our first draft pick making his way to the major leagues. And Adrian Ramirez, in his first at bat, launches one into the seats, a no-doubt home run. Now, if you can just do that the rest of your career, that would be great. So I guess now that we're on the ways, he hits that one hard. I do think the long-term expectation for me with Ramirez is a guy that gets on base and a guy that slugs. I think that a future with an 850 to 900 OPS is within the realm of possibility to go along with, 25-30 doubles, 25-30 home runs with good defense at first base. To me, that's an all-star caliber player, and that is 100% why I drafted him. And that's the outcome that I'm fully expecting. But at 19 years old, got another pitch to hit there. Has made his major league debut. He was a great player as soon as we drafted him. Golly, I've gotten 2 pitches here to mash. Just been a little bit out in front of both of them. 1-2 count now. Fouled off a good slurve that time. Could not have asked for a better start than the home run. We'll definitely do a little simulating for sure. Kind of see how he does in the sim. So far, the swing feels good, though. Feels quick. Strikes out there. It's the first time in his major league career he has struck out. That's okay. Now got an opportunity here in the top of the 10th. Runner at second. A chance to give us the lead run against Alexis Diaz. Fastball slider, essentially.
No, down.
That one's low. Let's see if Ramirez can maybe add number 2 to his home run total in his career here. I'm really glad we got to have that first moment. That is going to be not a base hit, or maybe it is going to be. He is on. He is safe. So a 2-hit debut with a home run for Adrian Ramirez. He's got really good speed as a first baseman. I think there's upside. I'd kind of forget about it, but I think you're looking at an 850, 900 OPS guy. 25, to 30 home runs with enough speed to get, maybe 10 or 15 stolen bases. As Randy Arozarena gets a grand slam. We'll just simulate to the end here. We end up losing. We scored 4 runs in the 10th. We gave up 6 in the bottom of the 10th. As the bullpen just self-destructs there. Good start. Decent start from Miller. Munoz. That's a problem. Munoz is a problem for sure. Just 2 earned runs over that time, but we got to get him going. All right, we'll do a little simulating. We're able to get the first game there for Ramirez. Got an opportunity here now with the bases loaded, tie game. Cal Raleigh at the plate. We're definitely going to try to get a couple of weeks into this. I'm already right at 30 minutes. So maybe it won't be, maybe we won't, I guess, take a bunch of turns through the rotation or anything. Antone on the mound. Doesn't throw overly hard. Count here for Raleigh.
That's a ball.
Saw the average. It's a 219 for Raleigh. Only slugging 351. That is I got to hit that pitch. We have got to, this is the number 1 player we have got to get going, is Cal Raleigh.
Ball.
Get out of there. 2-1 count now. Borderline MVP candidate last year, the big dumper. Big opportunity here. Chops that one. Going to get one out. Somehow turn 2 on that. If that's pretty much anybody other than the catcher, they probably get on in that situation. Oh, I did not mean to finish playing here. Let's play around and kind of see what happens.
3. That's ball 4.
All right, so 2 runners on. Adrian Ramirez at the plate. Does have a hit today. Another RBI. Now with a big opportunity here in the top of the 9th. See if we can keep it from going to extras. Ramirez, I think, got a pitch to hit there. Fouls it away, though. 0-1 count. Chopped it. Fastball way inside. Ramirez has got 52 speed. Good stolen base guy, but... All right, so we'll take... we'll hop back in here to quick manage. Righty. We'll bring in Brash here. Let's do a keep action again all the way out of that.
Ball 4. Take your base. 3. Out. You're out.
Brash gets out of the inning. Arlo with a single, so a run does score there. Come on, Raleigh. Gets a double, 2-run score. Mariners going to be up 3. And I want to pitch with Munoz myself here. I know he's not super healthy right now, not well rested.
Ball.
See if we can get the job done here, though, with our all-star closure that has just been really inconsistent this year. Ball scorched by Benson, who does hit righties well. Rosarena back. Want to test him at third. Rosarena gets a decent throw in there, but offline, the runner is safe. That runner's not what hurts you. Just keep the other people off the backs.
That's a ball.
A little wild on the fastball.
Ball.
This fastball has definitely been located spottily, and that was not a good slider. Got some confidence in the sinker, though.
Count is full.
He's having a hard time throwing strikes this year.
Miss. Ball 4. Take your
False
base.
Varsho, and all of a sudden, this is now dangerous again for Munoz to not be able to hold a save.
Yeah.
Good sinker.
0-1.
Arroyo has been terrible with runners in scoring position this year.
Ball high.
I'm just trying to throw strikes. Got him to chase a sinker.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider down. Ramirez, a good play. Good throw. And Ramirez has hit the home run and turned a great double play to win his 2nd game. So we do get the save. We end up winning this game, which is nice. Great. Good to see that. 4 singles from Rosarena. Brash gets the win. Munoz gets the save. 2-hit day for Julio. 1-hit day there for Ramirez. And we are getting crushed with the injuries. That's a minor leaguer at least. Bullpen just not holding up here. So we score 3 runs. We pick up 9 hits. 3 from Burleson, 3 from Crawford. Ramirez goes hitless for his first time, but does draw the walk. Burleson hits a home run. Gilbert was fine. Morejon just couldn't get it done there in the end. Let's see. Emerson Hancock on the mound. Bases loaded. We're up 2. Come on, Snyder. End up winning that game 8-2. Wow. Okay, so that really popped off for us. 2 homers from Raleigh, so that's a great day. Burleson, Rayleigh, Rosarena, Adrian Ramirez hits his 2nd career home run. It's his only hit of the day. He's only hitting 235, but has hit a couple of home runs. Looks like he's playing good defense. Good day from Raleigh. Pitching-wise, Hancock has looked really good. Bullpen was pretty solid today. Santos kind of had his struggles, but we do get the victory. Set up our scouting here. McDonald, I don't think there's going to be really any player for us that I like that's a position player. We'll see if he slides down. Should be a good defender with a decent chance at having an okay bat, but he's probably going to be very lowly rated overall at 18. I mean, he's probably, if we drafted him, I don't know that he would be a player in this series at all. You know what? Let's take a look. I think there's a couple of catchers that are really more in our range. Let's take a look at Huerta. Let's take a look at Lawson. I think Lawson got a chance to be a great defender. Could be a decent bat. We'll take a look at him. Keeps continuing to scout the pitchers. 2 games above 500 to get another victory there. We are getting killed with injuries, man. 4-0 win. Adrian Ramirez with a 3-run homer and a 2-hit day. 2 hits for Julio, including a double. Brian Wu, great. And the pitching was great all around. Hard to really complain about that. We're at 34-31. Been pretty good. 3-2 since Ramirez got called up. Still a game out in the West. Half a game out in the wild card. Get another victory there, 2-0. Luis Castillo is no longer injured and has come off the injured list. Okay, we'll place him on the bench for right now. So Emerson Hancock has been really good. I mean, a 3.02 ERA in his 10 starts, 4-3. Walks are definitely a problem, so he's kind of pitching around that. What is his FIP? Is looking to 7.3, okay. He's been really good after being pretty bad to start off with. He's been outstanding, to be honest with you. Maybe not great here in this Houston start. We'll send him back down, I believe. Luis Castillo has barely pitched, had one bad game, one horrific game. We'll put him back in there, and we'll move Hancock back down to AAA. At least for right now. Make sure he's in the rotation, getting time to throw. So nice to get Luis Castillo back. It's basically like adding a trade piece. Need to win this series here against the Royals. Lose this one 6-4. Rengifo goes deep. Ramirez does get a hit. 3 hits from Rayleigh. 2 from Brandon Lau. Got a double from Julio. Snyder was not good. He's been great this year, though. Kirby was just okay. An opportunity down 1 here. End up winning that game 3-2. Keep a winker there. 3-2 win. Crawford and Brandon Lau go deep. Rengifo with a stolen base. Outstanding start from Gilbert. Brash was the only guy out of the bullpen to really struggle there. Rayleigh picks up 2 hits. Ramirez doesn't get any. 2-hit day for Crawford as well. Tarek Skubal. We do have Luis Castillo back. We want to hop in. We'll simulate. Luis Castillo, top of the 8th. He's still out there. We're up 1-0. We'll hop in here. We'll throw a little bit with Castillo now that he is back. Cannot believe I started this episode just wanting to go over a little bit with Ramirez. And then Winker gets hurt and kind of opens up at bats. Now you're at a point, it's like, what do you do if Ramirez hits? What do you do? Winker has to be in the lineup. He's way too good. Luis Castillo opened this at bat well. There we go. Good to see Castillo back as he gets a strikeout. The first at bat we see with him, or the first player. I think that's the first pitches we've thrown with him this year. That's a tough no call there. We'll go right back to it. Strike there, so it's 1-2. We go sinker, try to dip it below the zone. That one is scores. That runner might score from first now. Bounces over, so that does save us. Colt Keith, though, got a hold of that one now. It's Bo Bichette, who has been outstanding this year. 324 average. Big time at bat here. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to score 2 runs, in fact. Unless Rosarena can throw him out. Great throw, but he slides in. So Luis Castilla has a great start. Falters some here late. It's okay. Since we don't have anybody warmed up, because I just hopped in here. We'll bring in Snyder. We'll just return to simulating it. Now we got a Rosarena up. We are down 2, bottom 8. We'll continue simulating there and see what happens. Now it's Julio's got 2 runners on. We took a swing with Julio. 276, 833 OPS. 11 homers, 11 stolen bases. Big opportunity. And he pops it up to second on the first pitch we see with him. It's going to be a tough loss here, I believe. Yep. Burleson does hit a solo shot, makes it 3-2. Yeah, probably shouldn't have even hopped in here. Luis Castilla, though, really, really strong start coming back in, which is good to see. We'll take that. Rosarena and Burleson hit home runs. Ramirez gets 2 hits. Rengifo with 2. You just cannot find the consistency. Of course, you face the best pitcher on the planet, Screwball. Sometimes you're going to have a bad day. We are just guys getting hurt left and right. Simulate that one. Lose 5-2. So we've already lost this series. So we get a triple from Bliss, doubles from Rodriguez and Rosarena. Ramirez looks like he was ready to get called up, to be honest with you. The stats were not great down in AAA, but he is hit the majors running. Brian Wu, decent enough start. Bullpen was good, just did not hit. Now we're 2.5 back, starting to fall behind a little bit there. All right, so Eric Lawson, catcher that does have right field flexibility. Looks really solid. We'll finish up the scouting on him. Take a look and see what these pitching prospects, how close we are here. So that's East is pretty well done. International is really pretty well done. Really just got to hit the West, the East and Central. So yeah, we'll tag team the West. We'll have all the starting pitchers done then, or should by the time the draft comes around. And then maybe the last week we just kind of focus on some pitching, relief pitching, maybe. We'll just do that. We'll finish up the scouting there on Lawson, though, but we really like him. Big day for Ryan Bliss and what should be a victory, and it is. We do at least win one game, 12-7. 2-homer day for Bliss. Rayleigh goes deep. Seems to be playing solid since Ramirez has come up. 3-hit day from Crawford, 3-hit day from Bliss. 4-hit day for Cal Raleigh. That included a double and 3 RBIs. 4 guys with stolen bases, including Ramirez. Was not a good start there for Miller. It kind of fell apart on him, I guess, at one point or another. Through 5 innings, gave up 7. Still at 3.35 ERA. The bullpen was great, though. I think let's get through one more week here. That'll get us most of the way through June. Get the save there from Munoz, which is nice. Got a home run from Julio, an RBI from Rengifo. Ramirez does get a hit. Great start from Kirby. The bullpen was very, very good. I mean, didn't allow a base runner, so awesome. All right, let's see. So we're 38-34, a game and a half. This is a very big series. We do get a nice win there. 8-2. Rengifo, Crawford, Julio, Brandon Lau all go deep. 3-hit day from Rengifo, 2 from Rayleigh. Ramirez gets a hit as well. Pretty much everybody, even Cal Raleigh, didn't get a hit but got 2 walks. Ramirez with another stolen base. Great start from Logan Gilbert. Snyder was okay, pitched around trouble, it looked like. Another start here for Castilla. Andres Munoz, shoulder cartilage damage. 2 to 3 months. So best case, he comes back around this time period for a hopeful playoff push. Win at 5 to 3. Burleson and Riley Adams go deep. Ramirez goes 0 for 2 hit day from Burleson, 2 from Riley and Marlowe. Castillo with a great start. Morahone with his struggles. Move Spire into the closer spot for right now. Been our best reliever by a mile at this point. Now, Henderson's been great, but at 65 overall, I don't want to throw him up there. I mean, Salcedo, it's time to move along from that. I mean, he is DFA-able to me. Colin Selby, been really good in AAA. Add him to the 40-man. I'm going to move him up to the majors. Take a bullpen spot for us. 2.97 ERA for Snyder. 4.2 for Brash. Santos has not been good. Morahone's not been good. Spire's been outstanding. Thornton has been outstanding. Salcedo's been terrible. We'll see how Colin Selby does. That sucks. Let's take a look at the trade block. See what kind of relievers might be out there. Dane Dunning. Emilio Pagan. He's been really, really good. What's the contract? 1 year. What with the Braves, just out of curiosity. First of all, how are the Braves doing? Because that's a really strong bullpen piece. They are first. I think that's unrealistic to move one of their top bullpen guys. Andrew Nardi hasn't been great. He is. Oh, this sucks. This hurts. That's what this does. Nate Pearson down in the minors. Has not had a lot of success at the major leagues. This hurts. Because Munoz hasn't been great, but, I mean, honestly, you feel pretty good about him. May has only pitched 1 game. He has barely pitched at all. Now a relief pitcher. I mean, because I know the Dodgers are good. Right? Yeah, the Dodgers are great. But he is barely playing for them. Just want to see what that looks like. I'm not making any decisions right now. Just to see what it would look like if we wanted to give up prospects. No trades were found. Okay. Are we having that weird thing? Because I kind of tried to look at trades. And it's acting like it would not let me earlier. Have we had any trades? I'm not worried about that. So we have had other people making trades. It seems like I have. Okay, let's just say I wanted to trade for Dustin May and I wanted to give him DJ Snelton. Okay. So maybe they would at least, maybe I can at least make a trade. What would that look like for us, though? Could give them a B-level reliever. He's been good at Double-A. Just a 58 overall, like you're talking about it being a wow. Maybe that would be worth it. Also throw in, just another reliever they could potentially use right now that we're not in love with. Like, I'd love to just give them Salcedo. We'll think on that. I mean, May just hasn't pitched very much for them, like in this series. So I think that makes it a little bit more realistic. Do I just make this now? Give us another reliever with good velocity. Attributes are really solid. Just has not pitched at all in this series. 29 years old, only making 1.8. This is you're trading for a guy that, I mean, they are not throwing at all. That's his first outing since 2023. We might come back to this. I think offering them a guy, even in Salcedo, that has not been good with a B-level reliever, with a guy in Dustin May that's an expiring contract, not that that matters to the Dodgers. But, like, it looks like pretty apparently they might be just using a bunch of other guys more than him. And maybe he's been hurt. I don't know that. But I think that'd be an interesting guy to kind of bring into this bullpen. You at least give them a veteran, even if he hasn't been great. And, a guy that could potentially help in the future, a B-level prospect guy. I just don't know if that'd be realistic. He hasn't pitched for them in the majors since 2023. I know he hasn't been hurt all that time. This is 72 overall. It's not anything crazy. I think we'll come back to that. This is definitely not the way I kind of wanted to. Let's simulate a little bit. Cade Marlowe with a great game. We're still losing. He's hit 2 home runs and end up losing 9-4. I've got to do something with the bullpen. I have to do something with the bullpen. All right, who is bad? The Angels are bad, but that's interdivision. What about the White Sox? Do they have any reliever worth a darn? They do have Brian Abreu, who they've signed to a 4-year deal for some reason. He has not really been great, to be honest with you. Penn Murphy has been really, really good. Let's go trade and get Penn Murphy right now. I can't play around with this bullpen anymore. He's 32 years old. He's not going to help them in the long term. Do I just try to... I can just swap them a prospect reliever for Penn Murphy. Still got 1 more year of control. Attributes seem fine. He's pitched extremely well this year. I think we'll do that because, the chance for, realistically, for a 58 overall guy to really produce and play for us seems unrealistic. You don't have to be, but, in the 70 range, but you're talking about 3 or 4 years probably for him. And you always just kind of are piecing together bullpen spots anyway. Maybe we throw them just a guy that they want in the majors can just eat some innings for them. We're going to trade for Penn Murphy. All right, so we traded away one of our better relieving pitchers. Now we have to make room for him. I'll be honest, I'm kind of down to just end this experiment here with Salcedo. I'm going to designate him for assignment, see if somebody wants to pick him up. I'm done trying to worry about that. Move Morahone kind of out of these key spots. Maybe Thornton needs to be a little bit farther down. So that gives you Spire, Colin Selby, Brash. It's been inconsistent, but then Thornton, Penn Murphy, Snyder. So now you feel a little bit better about that. I think it's just time to make a move. We'll get through this Ranger series and we'll See how that is working. Another 2-homer day for Ryan Bliss, so we should win that game. 9-1. Keep that one rolling. So a 9-run game for us. 2 homers from Bliss, 2 doubles from Julio. Ramirez, a bunch of guys with 3 hits and 2 hits. So a really strong day. Bryce Miller, strong start, really getting that ERA down. So nice win there. We're now the leaders with that win back in the division. Jason Farley got some guys getting moved up. Okay. Lose that one. 4-1. Kirby was good. Snyder was not. Murphy comes in and gets 4 outs and was great. 13 hits, you just score 1 run is a little crazy, guys. Don't really know how that happens without there being a bunch of we ground into 4 double plays. I guess that would be what it was. Okay. Finish up the scouting here. So Lawson looks like a good to great defender. Just a solid bat. It's at least a position guy. He's going to have good potential. 21 years old. So obviously we do need to swap him. Catcher does seem to be the best kind of position player spot there. We'll take a look at Huerta. I think that's what we'll do. Omar Hernandez could also be a good hitter. Let's take a look. Hernandez could be just dreadful, though. You know what? He's moved up our board a little bit. We'll take a look at Hernandez, too. Let's simulate this game. We lose it 6-0. 0 offense. Then you had 4 hits. Gilbert got shelled. Bullpen was great. Now we're back to a 1.5 games out. I think what are we at now? 57. Let's do one more week of simulating. 9-0. We've lost 3 games in a row. Just no offense. Castilla, this is a bad game. Okay. Bounce back with a 10-4 win. Crawford, Lau, Ramirez, Burleson all hit home runs. Woo's okay. Murphy, tremendous again. Thornton was good as well. Ended up coming back and winning that game 4-3. Nice. Great job, guys. Bunch of different people getting involved here. Ramirez picked up another RBI. Raleigh slowly but surely. Julio's kind of staying the course. Bryce Miller with another really good start. Bullpen was really good. Penn Murphy getting the job done. We hold on, get another win there, so 3 straight. Ramirez hits another home run in a 2-hit day for him. Kirby was great. Brash does give up a run, but Spire does get a save there at the end. Briss has we're good. We lose that one 1-0, so just 0 offense there. Had to have gotten a great start from Logan Gilbert, and we did, and Colin Selby. 2 innings scoreless there, just not a lot of offense. Only picked up 4 hits. Ramirez did get a hit and a walk, though. Now we're back here to scouting. They do not like Omar Hernandez. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and call that one now. I think what I'm going to do is if I can find a high-level guy like Antoine Pack, just in case he falls. Well, we got a little information on that. And we're going to close out this episode trying to get a series win here over the Pirates. Holding a 1-0 lead, 3rd in on-base percentage, 6th in runs. ERA is 12th. We're around where we want to be. This has been I thought it was going to be a big episode, and it has been a massive one. Both in from, I think, some good perspectives and some bad perspectives here. I think we now have a Rookie of the Year kind of candidate, and Ramirez up with the big strike there. Get out. Labor Torres.
Ball two.
Doesn't chase. 2-2.
Two balls. Two straight.
And we give up the tying run there. Just wanted to throw the sinker down. Didn't throw it down. I'm having a really hard time pitching with this bullpen. Yeah, sinker was up. Bad pitch. Good answer back there. Salvador Perez looking weird in something other than a Royals uniform. Now Spire just dotting up, of course.
That's three.
3 outstanding pitches. Jared Triolo.
Hey. 0-1. Hey.
Got him to chase the fastball. All of a sudden, Spire looks outstanding. Yeah. Just throwing it all over the yard. Joey Bart now coming up to the plate. With a pinch hitter. Gets us up the middle. Brandon Lau. Gets it over. Gave up the home run to Gleyber Torres, though, which is not super exciting. Let's just, we'll finish playing here. We are in the heart of the order here. Cal Raleigh 0 for 3, does not have a hit in the series. That average is at 218, man. That's just sickening. It's bothering me how great he was last year. Not getting to the power, but does get a base hit there. Like, if you're going to hit for a low average, you're going to be a low 300 on base percentage guy. I really like for him to at least hit for more power. Just hit 7 home runs. Like, be Brandon Lau. At least hit 13 homers. Good slugging. OPS is 693 though.
That's out the corner.
See if he can do something here though. That is a bad pitch to swing at. 1-1 here. Got the leadoff runner on. Let's finish this. Fouls that one away. Way late on the cutter. Not giving me a ton to hit. Could have done something with that cutter for sure, but 1-2 count here again. That was away a sweeper out of the zone. Thrown 4 balls, only 1 true strike. About away another one. Been a good at bat. I could probably steal with Raleigh. He probably would get an outstanding jump at this point in time. Holderman. To the plate.
Oh.
Ball. Good eye there. Come on, Lau. Let's end this episode on a high note. Cal Raleigh now. It's going to be a 3-2 count for Lau, but Raleigh does get up to second. I would guess they call that a wild pitch. Pass ball. Now you got the winning run at second. 3-2 count.
Take it back.
It's going to be a walk. Great at bat there for Brandon Lau. Now it's for Hifo. Okay, the numbers are coming up for sure. 40 ribbies. Over 700 OPS. Still not quite where I would like him to be at.
1-0.
From an on-base perspective. Holderman not finding the zone. Oh, that was the sinker to hit when Hifo fouls it away, though.
Ball. 2 balls.
Count.
1 strike.
Hifo should get something to hit here. It's Raley and then Ramirez next. Almost wish I would have just bunted here.
That's the ball. 3-2.
Really making Holderman work. Nice job all around right now. That was away. That's a good sweeper. Holderman. That was off. Another one does Rengifo. Seems like we've seen all 29 pitches he has thrown here. The 3-2 again. I think I win. No, they're going to say that Rengifo held up and the bases are loaded back-to-back walks after the single, and now it is Luke Raley at the plate. He has had a good episode, apparently, up to 259 average. Chance at the game-winning run here. Holderman has struggled to throw strikes. Thought that sweeper was going to sweep a little bit more. 800 OPS for Raley. I mean, he's in a very good spot now. Really is. That's a chopper. That's going to be a double play. It's wide. The throw is off. The Mariners are going to win on an error. Good way to end the episode. Wasn't exactly how I would want to do it, but a win is a win. Luke Raley hustles down the line. The error does end up costing them. We'll see Ramirez there on the left side, and we do get a victory after we blow the save, which was not super great. Spire does get the win. How many, does it say how many blown saves? No, it's not going to say that. So yeah, just picked up 6 hits, but got 3 runs out of that day. Yeah, that's going to do it here for the episode, though. Obviously a massive one. Luis Castillo's come back. He's had a couple of good starts, one bad one. The injury to Jesse Winker. I mean, just the story writes itself sometimes. You know, you get to this point, we get the first game of June. Ramirez gets hurt, or Winker gets hurt. As we just wanted to have an episode kind of looking at the minor league guys, particularly focusing on Adrian Ramirez, and then that immediately turns into Ramirez after one game that we played with him at AAA, getting called up, and he's been good. I just want to see if he's already kind of getting some Rookie of the Year love. He is already second. So Milton Hatfield was a drafted guy who's been not great. So if Ramirez keeps doing what he's doing, Ramirez has got a great chance at winning it. So Ramirez is obviously a very small sample size. Doesn't even have 100 at-bats yet. 24 games, he's hit 5 homers, 10 RBIs, 12 walks to 14 strikeouts. That's awesome. 3 stolen bases. OPS of 851. Has even been intentionally walked. No errors. He's been worth almost a 1 win. Like, we're looking like we might get, you know, a Rookie of the Year caliber guy from Adrian Ramirez kind of out of nowhere. How is this all going to play out in the long term? I do not know. You know, we've got spots in the lineup we kind of needed to feel. Like I was already kind of questioning Luke Raley, but then he comes out and has a great episode, really raises up his numbers. You know, Burleson just continues to be rock solid during this course. I mean, I'm not getting a lot out of Raleigh and Brandon Lau. Lau has at least been a little bit better than Raley. Not great, but a little bit better. He is just he's also kind of scuffling a bit here, though. But now Raleigh's gone another 10-game stretch without a home run after it kind of seemed like he was figuring it out. It just looks like we're going to be lucky to even get the 2025 production, but we know Raleigh can get hot and he can get scorching. Julio looks like he had a solid episode, right in line kind of with what he's been doing. 828 OPS, 13 homers, 11 RBIs. That's been solid. And we make a trade for Penn Murphy. I don't know, did Salcedo make it through? Looks like somebody picked him up. Or maybe that posted him to waivers. I'm not entirely sure. But we made the trade for Penn Murphy. Just felt like it was time to do something with the bullpen. Just honestly tired of seeing it. So we ended up just releasing Salcedo, which is fine. I don't care. Injury to Andres Munoz is not great. The injury to Jesse Winker has not been great. We did get back Luis Castillo as well, and again, he's been pretty solid, but really trusting in now the back half of this bullpen to really step up. You know, made the trade for Penn Murphy. we're not giving up on this season. You know, that was the big thing with deciding to make that trade is we got to go get it now. You know, we traded away what should be a pretty solid reliever in the future for a guy with one more year on, you know, of team eligibility, or team control, I guess I should say. But yeah, overall, I think the pitching staff was pretty good. We're just kind of scuffling, you know, at times. We go on stretches like this 4-game win streak, a 3-game win streak, really playing well towards the end of the episode, but kind of some of that is being sandwiched around some bad stretches as well. We are now 6 games over 500, so overall, we came into this episode 1 game over 500. We're back in first in the division, and that'll be where we leave things off. Cannot believe where this episode ended up taking us. But if you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, check out my other work on the channel. We got a College Football 26 Dynasty going on with Purdue right now. Got an NBA 2K25 franchise with the Hawks kind of on the back burner right now. I got some things in mind, though, that I do think I can maybe make work. I would like to at least get done with this playoff run that we're in and then kind of see. But it'll definitely be a very sporadic release schedule on that. But yeah, that'll do it here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave me comments and feedback down below. And yeah, until next time.